Okay, hello. So this is my first live reading. I'm going to do a collective reading just to see what advice we have. I am using my Work Your Light Oracle cards, and we're just going to do a reading to see what we've got going on. Ooh, we've got our spiritual team. We got God, we got Jesus. Council of Light is showing up very quickly. The helpers in the subtle realm. So God, what messages do you have for the collective at this moment? What advice do you have? If anybody has a question, you can also type your question and we can ask as well. Ooh. I'm only going to pick the cards that fall out. I'm not going to pick anything that doesn't fall out. Sometimes I'm led, sometimes I'm not. So, okay. So we started off with the Divine Council. So we've got God, we've got all the spirits around to answer any questions that we have. Type your questions below. The next card we have is the Great Gathering. If you haven't watched any of my videos, check them out because this card has come up a bunch. Obviously, we're coming out of the Leo new moon. We're still in Leo season, but we've got Mercury retrograde going on. We had the Lionsgate portal yesterday, so there's a lot of energy. And this card, it says it's all coming together. Intuitive hits, soul tribe. So you may be attracting your aligned people right now. You may be attracting your tribe, getting those soul messages, those intuitive nudges as well. And then we've got get grounded and take a break also in the reverse. So if you've been doing a lot, kind of just try to sit with yourself in the moment so that you can truly hear what your intuitive guidance is saying. Okay, hi everybody. There's so many people. Hi. Welcome. This is my first live. But this is fun because I like interacting with people. I've been getting so much love in my comments on my videos, and I just want to be able to be continuously utilized by God to share the word, share the message. Again, if anyone has any questions, just go ahead and leave it below. Hello, welcome. Okay. Ooh. All right, and then we've got Grandmother of Jesus, Seeding the Foundation, Divine Plan. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there, and I'm just going to kind of read off the energy of the cards. So it looks to me like you were being divinely guided in this moment. Whatever you're going through, we're always kind of guided by our spirit guides, by God, whatever it is that you believe in, your ancestors, and whatever it is that we've been working towards, it really looks like it's coming together. Not in necessarily the ways that you may perceived or intended it to be, but in a better and bigger way. Obviously, when we're planning, our plans are very small compared to the plans that God can create. And we've been working really, really hard. We haven't really taken any days off, and it also looks like we haven't really taken the time to just get silent to be able to hear what our intuition is saying. So let's see what the bottom of the deck says. The bottom of the deck says, answer the call. So what is your soul calling you to do? What are we supposed to be doing that we're not doing yet? We've also got play after that. So not to take life too seriously, to kind of just go with the flow. Remember that everything that's happening in life is happening for you. It's not happening to you. So just, again, sitting with yourself, getting quiet, being able to truly just get aligned and hear that inner voice, hear what your soul is guiding you to do, and being able to hear that guidance and move forward with it. With this card, the play card, in conjunct with this one, the energy that I feel is more so of just, yes, we really, really work hard, but you have to play hard too. You know, you can't just be all work, no play. And I love this card because this is such a carefree energy. It's really just like living in faith and celebrating every single little win. If no one has clapped for you, you have to clap for yourself, you know, and just be able to celebrate your small victories. At the end of the day, if your goal is really, really big and you're not celebrating any of the little small moments that are adding up to that big moment, is it gonna feel, when once you get to that big moment, are you even gonna be able to enjoy it? There's no purpose or point in going towards anything if you're not going to live in the present and allow that present to feel like a gift to you as well. Okay, I'm gonna read from the book. I'm gonna read on this card. I'm being guided to just read what that card says. So it says, your guidance is divinely guided and you're being called to answer the call of your soul. It might be scary, it might not make sense, but if you trust your soul's yearnings, you'll live a life beyond what your mind could possibly imagine. Like I was saying, like we can only plan this much. God's plan for us is always 10 times bigger, okay? And, oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Where was I? Answering your soul's calling is not a one-time thing, rather a lifelong dance, okay? Deep down, you already know what you long for and what your soul yearns for. So whatever you're called to do, that is your calling. Don't overthink it. Don't wait for permission. Just say yes. And most people are waiting for a step-by-step plan before they take that first step, but intuition doesn't work like that. It's faith and courage to answer the calls of your soul. And that's why most people don't do it, but you are not most people. You are in exactly the right place to answer your calling now. You don't need to know the whole plan. You don't even need to know where it's leading. You just need to take the next step. No one has ever had the complete perfect plan, and there's no end destination. There's no right or wrong way to do it, and you do not need permission from anyone else. Sometimes the more resistance we have around answering a soul calling, the more important it is to our soul's growth. So I want to talk about that a little bit. And basically, like I was saying, it's almost like you can have a plan, you can have a journey, and I'm going to use a mountain as a symbolistic figure right now. So let's say your goal was to climb to the tallest mountain, right? You know you have to pack your things along the way. You know you have to prepare your body, get your snacks, be hydrated, all those different things. But imagine getting to the top of the mountain and not celebrating yourself. Imagine every single step that you're taking, and then you finally get there, and then what? You're there, okay. Woohoo, we made it, right? But then you still have to go back down the mountain and go back to your regular life. So essentially, the race is never over. The mission is never complete. It's constantly, as individuals and as souls and as beings, we are always looking towards the next, like the next goal, the next plan, the next thing to achieve and to conquer. And if we are not able to truly just sit in the moment and like clap for ourselves, like this is my first time going live. This is a clap for me being brave. I've never done this before. It was scary at one point in my life to think to just, you know, put myself on live and be speaking to people that I don't know. But in life, we are aligned with people. Like, thank you for everybody who's on this live. We're aligned some way, somehow, right? God's placed us together so that we are able to support one another along that journey. You don't have to climb the mountain alone. You don't have to do anything alone because you have divine guidance. Even when you think you're walking alone, you have your ancestors with you, you have God with you, you have your soul tribe with you, you have beings that you cannot even see supporting, clapping, and cheering you on. And if you are spiritual or you get more in tune with your spiritual gifts, you'll start hearing them. And then you'll start, really being aware of the different signs and synchronicities. You'll know your ancestors are around you if you have different animal spiritual guides, if you have certain numbers that you are reminded of, any little sign that reminds you of someone who is no longer here physically with you. Whenever you think of them, know that they're tapping in. They're in your energy. They are supporting you. Okay? And so always trying to just remember that you are guided divinely along your path always. It doesn't matter how big that mountain may be. It doesn't matter how intimidating or daunting the goal is. You're always going to have that support and guidance with you in the physical realm and also in the spiritual realm. You just have to get very quiet with your mind to be able to know what thoughts are yours and what is the external energy that is interfering with you as well. Okay. Let's see if any more cards want to come out. Any more messages, God? Eaton says, is this supposed to be wisdom? I mean, take whatever resonates. Take whatever resonates and leave behind what does not. Share what journey you're along. What is your goal at the moment? What do you have going on? Some of these cards are jumping. This one, it says unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. So with this card, this is all of that negative energy, all of the, not evil, but all of the darkness that holds you back, essentially. So anything that you have already experienced in your past, right? Because we're always living in the present. Anything that holds you back in terms of you being able to move forward. So whether that's people, whether that's mindsets, whether that is habits, those things, I don't know what you're trying to let go of, but anything toxic you need to let go of in order to truly make room for the things that you want. We can't have anything new in life until we're grateful and making room for what we truly desire. Okay. Ooh. All right. These are the last cards I'm going to pull. So these 3 fell out. Oh, 4. We got 4. So we've got... Okay. So we've got What Lights You Up. Starseed card. This is such a beautiful card. Imagine if we could just sit at the end of a cliff and see all the planets around us. What allows you to truly shine? What makes you happy? What makes you feel at peace? We've got the inner temple, devotion, and tune into the portal of your heart. That's going to allow you to tap into yourself, to that intuitive voice, so that you are guided. And then we've got No. This card came out recently as well. This card actually came out yesterday. And this card's energy is basically saying no to anything that doesn't bring you happiness, doesn't bring you peace. Postpone those things if you can, obviously. Be mindful of what you're truly saying no to, making sure it's a responsible no, not just an irresponsible no. You want to align yourself and tell the universe and God what you do want when you're placing your order. You wouldn't order, a meal that you didn't like. You're going to tell the waiter exactly how you want it, all the toppings, all the fixings, put this on the side, add this sauce, whatever the case may be. And if it's not what you want, send it back so the universe knows. The universe is only going to deliver what you allow. Okay? And then the last one, we have the don't dim your light to fit in card in the reverse. So with this card, I'm getting an avoidant energy. And essentially it's, how are you allowing others to take your light? How are you allowing others to dictate how you show up in the world? If you are at all. Okay, and then the bottom of the deck. Ooh! The bottom of the deck, we've got the Tower, or the crumbling. So what are you holding on to? Essentially, all these cards are telling me that, I don't know if you have guidance and support in your life, but the best intuitive guide that you could ever have is your intuition, because it's associated with the creator of you and the creator of the universe. So with this card showing up, it is a dark card, but there is a path in the middle that leads to the light. So everything that you're holding on to that is preventing you from truly becoming the person that you want to be, or going after what it is that you desire, it's falling away from you at this moment. It is crumbling and falling to make room, or at least to show you what you need to let go of in order to truly get to where and what you want. I'm going to read this card from the book as well, and then we're going to close it up. Okay, let's see. Okay, the crumbling, it says, what are you clinging on to? There's a shift happening right now where anything inauthentic can no longer survive. Relationships, jobs, social structures, anything built on shaky ground is destined to tumble down. It's happening to bring you back home to who you truly are, both individually and to society as a whole. So you can live a life that is in alignment with who you truly are. When you're in the thick of it, you can feel a personal attack from the universe, but have faith, because the difficult times will be your defining moments. You'll be reborn in the fire. You're being called to surrender, to stop trying to hold it all together, to loosen your grip, to let the crumbling occur, to let the falling happen. It may be difficult at first, but in the end, the sooner you let go, the sooner the rebirthing will occur. What are you trying to hold together? What are you trying to hold together? Leave it down in the comments below. And what are you doing your best to avoid? Like I said with this card. Okay. How are you trying to pretend that everything is okay? Many of us wear a mask, right? We wear a mask in this world in order to, the word perform is coming up, but like perform and portray something false, right? You have what it takes to allow what is falling away to tumble and fall. Once the tower has crumbled, you will be able to rebuild your home on solid ground with mighty foundations and a view that is so magnificent that it will take your breath away each new morning. Kali, the goddess of destruction, and the Black Madonna are with you now. Lay it on their altar, and they can hold it all. Okay, so I'm going to leave that there. I want you all to just kind of sit with those questions with yourself and see what comes up. Okay. Thank you all for joining my live. I'll see you guys next time.